Hey, I'm Corbin, leather specialist here at Sailrite, and today I'm going to show you how to clean a leather jacket that's got a cigarette smell and that's been exposed to mildew. This process will not only get rid of the smell, but it'll also prevent the mildew from coming back. And before we get into the work, when you're dealing with mold or mildew, make sure you're wearing a mask or you're in a very well ventilated area. And the only things I'll be using in this video are water, white vinegar, soft bristle brushes, and I've also got some cloths on standby as well. You'll also need saddle soap. That's all it takes, so let's get started. First, grab a lightly damp rag and wipe down the entire surface of the jacket. This helps remove as much surface mildew as possible. You want to start with a clean surface before we deep clean down into the leather fibers. If you're dealing with a lot of mold or mildew, you should consider working outside to prevent the risk of spreading mold spores. Wearing a mask is a good precaution as well, and if you're indoors, make sure the room is ventilated and clean up well after yourself so that you don't leave any mildew behind. Next, make a mixture of equal parts water and vinegar. I've heard of people using isopropyl alcohol or even lemon juice if you happen to have those and not vinegar, but my recommendation is to use white vinegar, and you probably have a bottle sitting in your kitchen right now. And I would test the solution on a hidden part of the jacket before I applied it to the whole thing. This solution will kill that mildew and also help eliminate that cigarette odor. Use a clean cloth or brush to wipe down the jacket with the solution, covering every part of the leather. Double check the nooks and crannies because those are usually the dirtiest parts. If your jacket has an extremely strong smoke smell, you might have to repeat the steps of this video a couple times to get the best results. For this jacket though, once was enough. Once you're done, wipe it down again with a clean damp rag to remove any residue. Now it's time for some saddle soap to really clean the leather and remove that vinegar smell. Dampen a cloth or horsehair brush and rub it over the soap to create a lather. Use just enough water to create a lather because we don't want to soak the jacket. Work the lather into the jacket in sections until you've covered the whole thing. Spot cleaning leather can leave uneven results, so it's always best to clean the entire surface. Once that's done, use a rag to wipe away any excess soap. After cleaning, the best way to deal with lingering odors is fresh air and sunlight. If your jacket has less severe odors, you can actually start with this step and see if that does the trick before you deep clean it. Hang the jacket outside for a few hours, but be careful not to expose it to too much sunlight because too much exposure can cause damage to the leather. You can repeat this step over a couple days as needed. If it's a gloomy Indiana winter day where you never see the sun, freezing temperatures can also help kill odors. Tonight's going to be about 18 degrees here, so after letting the jacket dry inside, I'll hang it outside in the cold for a few hours to tackle the odors. If cold weather isn't an option, some people seal the jacket in a bag and place it in their freezer. Personally, I don't want to do that since the airflow through the jacket is also important, which you wouldn't get in the freezer. And that's it. After this process, your jacket should be clean and smelling a lot better. And if you do find mildew on your jacket, make sure you don't take the shortcut. Do all these steps and clean all that junk out for your own health. And be sure to check out my next video where I show you how to condition this jacket because the processes that we just did pulled away a lot of the natural moistures from the leather, so we got to replace that. You can't skip that step. Some of the products I used will be linked down below, and a lot of them are just things you probably have at home already. Leave a thumbs up for this video, subscribe to the channel for more leather tips and DIY projects. Thanks for watching. See you next time.